Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Again, it's Bell. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Set! Lock 80!
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. He got a hand in there to break that one up.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Snickers, you got to spin. Set! 180!
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And they will run it with Michel. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Brady now on 3rd and goal. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere and made them kick a field goal. It almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things
interception.
for different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Single. Set. White 80. AB.
Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick six. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Set. Like 30. 55. Right there. 55. AB. White
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he stopped immediately there. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, here's Brady. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Here we go!
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Hold 50.
On second down, Michelle. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
31.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession. 3rd and 9 to start it out.
Let's go. Right.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Edelman's first catch, and it's good for a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Go Bandit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
On play action, it's Brady. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Will tie his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. On the return, it's Washington. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end. Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Let's go.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril. Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 62 yards. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Now Bell. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far? Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific, because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell.
Let's go.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Black 20. Snickers.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Kings.
Check 52 to the right. Check 52 to the
Squirrel. Check.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if you're started through 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Go on. No, 66.
Now a play fake. Brady. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll be a Patriot first down as Brady finds Patterson.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. John Brown. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. John Brown. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots continue to roll. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
On the return, it's Washington. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. second down, here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Hurry up, let's go.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And it's Michel once again. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Let's go!
Again, it's Michel. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Michel. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now Roethlisberger. The Pats are going to get there, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Everyone's got 4. Let's go, let's go. All right, next second.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Jordan Berry now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Again, this is Michel. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Let's go. Alabama, 380.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. On the left side, it's McDonald. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
After the Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And now here is another interception. Picked off down, brought down at his own 10-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play.
You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
This drive line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run.
Let's go.
And just lost track, and it cost him.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction. So now what can they do on 3rd? On play action. Now Brady. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 32 that time. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
He'll run with Michelle, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
It's on the right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, nice move. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Let's go! Let's go!
On first down, Brady. Caught on the right side by Nobsn. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Here we go! Wait! Hey, you got 3. Woo!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go! Here we go!
Brady going to try and throw on third down. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. He's going to get it running right, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I on the. She's a keeper. No burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut. Mayday. Bubbles and I'm these models. It's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down.